style forever here. Here in kind of like uptown. Had my paint class and drawing dinosaurs tonight. I wore the perfect shirt for it. Oh. So, in this spiritual journal flow, we're gonna spin this thing. So I hadn't done a spiritual journal flow for a while, and I did do one. Look at this. And I had to get a new phone, so I had to delete it. I got like sunburn. I went for a huge hike yesterday barefoot, and me and my roommate, and then we went to Church of the Holy Cross and prayed. And but first, on the other side of the mountain, we laid on the rock and just integrated so much energy. Pardon the sound. Well, look at this. I don't know if you can see it. It's too dark over here. But we just laid on the red rock, and so much intense light integrating and flowing through me and grounding. It felt so good. Whoa. It felt so good. I don't like how this video's dark like that. There we go. Today is a cinnamon roll and chili day. Just a day to totally relax and integrate after a long day's hike. Ooh, look at the roses. White roses. Ah, I love smelling white roses. I'm gonna give those to my future wife. So, after the hike, my friend came over to my house to give my roommate something that he found on the street, or something that was his, some Native American thing. And he was talking about camping, and I'm like, thinking about it, I'm like, it's illegal on the Red Rocks. You could get thrown in jail. And my other roommate was like, oh, let's do it. And I went up there with her and set up the tent. And then we went to the Full Moon Drum Circle, which was awesome. And then we're like, we don't feel comfortable camping. We're just going to go back home. And we're thinking like, oh, we'll go on the Red Rock and we'll camp, and it'll be awesome because we'll get downloads. They were talking about their UFO experience on top of Thunder Mountain. And I'm just thinking like, awesome. Like they were talking about, I don't know, I don't really want to describe it. It sounded like it was an experience with the lions, like they were lions, and it was a blue UFO. It left like a blue streak across the sky, and they like talked with them for like hours, like all night. It sounded really cool. So I'm like, oh, I'll go up there and I'll get, an alien experience or whatever, and receive some energy and downloads and ground and heal. So that's why I was wanting to do that, but kind of like, nah, I think I get better sleep in my own bed. It's kind of cold out today, like it's a chili and cinnamon roll day. And yeah. So this morning, my friend Richard's like, oh, two of us got put in handcuffs, and they're taking down the stuff, and what's his bucket's keeping track of your stuff or whatever, and it got raided and people got thrown in jail. And so it's like, I'm glad I followed my intuition. And yeah. And my roommate, but me and my roommate kind of got in a scuffle. Like, I'm just like Saturn return, no tolerance. I ain't gonna buy into your pity party. I ain't gonna, my love for you is not giving you love in your codependency and wanting me to, and it's just like judging, blaming, complaining, blaming me for do. And I'm really learning to like see that and to create boundaries and to not get entangled with someone because it doesn't help the other person out. That's what Saturn's teaching her. Saturn's teaching me to create boundaries and to say no and to take care of my needs. And Saturn's teaching her to, um, like, you can't be in the codependency. People aren't going to buy into that, pity party, seeking love in that way. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not explaining it right. Maybe it's kind of too much of myself to really explain right now. But that's what I was going through today. So it seems like one of those days where it's like, all I wanted to do was just lay in bed and integrate all of the amazing stuff that happened yesterday with this full moon in Scorpio. And like, yeah, it was awesome. And now my dinosaur that I painted in my paint class, it's like I'm really happy about it. And yeah, the only thing that's kind of coming up for me is like, oh, I don't want to gain weight. I feel fat. I've eaten a lot today, and da 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 da. And it's like, like, but then a part of me is just like, it's okay. This is part of the process. Gaining weight, losing weight, and I feel like I'm gonna shed all this weight really fast. The energy today is just like relax, eat a little bit, ground yourself, integrate, take it easy. And then I was like kind of thinking like, should I not go to the paint class or should I? And I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. And I just feel like it's like hard to breathe. Like the air's so heavy and thick, but it's so thick with love and intimacy, and I really am enjoying the energy right now. And I'm changing so much so fast. Is for the better. It's so good. So I feel like my life is about to be so great, and it's just all the patience and waiting and integrating and allowing things to unfold behind the scenes and not get so critical and worried like I'm not creating anything, I got nothing to show, da 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 da. It's all about to just unfold and manifest all in the right divine timing. And I'm not being lazy. It takes a lot of focus, a lot of patience to really be in that meditation and allow the energy to flow through you. It takes a lot of bravery and courage, to dig up these shadow patterns within us, to deal with the pain and like the nerve pain, and like you don't feel good sometimes going through some of these energies. So, Cal Forever here. I am going to be done with this video, I guess. That's an interesting door. And I'm just going to think about what else I can say as I walk through this plaza and stretch my legs. I feel like I'm done with my dinosaur painting. I don't want to try to add anything else to it, but I know my teacher is going to be like, you got to do a little bit more. Add a little bit more detail. I always feel like I'm going to screw it up. And I feel like my last one I did kind of screw it up a little bit. But it's pretty good. I'm still learning. And, yeah. Just, I feel bad. I kind of got in a fight with my roommate and just like, just like no tolerance. I'm not putting up with that shit. Nothing against her, but like, I'm just like, I ain't getting sucked into that swirl. I'm like, no, boundary. Don't blame me, Don't complain. It's stressing me out. We're not getting anything done. Arguing and complaining and blaming. This bridge is being constructed. Da 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 da. What if this was like a dream and like this construction of this bridge represented something we're trying to bridge together in our life, like a relationship or a dimension, a creation in this reality. Do you ever just walk through something like this in life, and then everything gets really quiet, and then starts speaking to you, and everything's symbols that represent something as a form of communication. I don't know if that makes sense. So, Cal Forever here. Thanks for listening. Peace.